Hello and welcome to a short presentation video of Volumetric Fog for URP. I'm gonna start by just playing and showing you around. This is with Volumetric Fog disabled. Now I enable it, and this is how it looks with the custom demo scene demo settings I've done. So we can see highlights and all. I have to walk you through a bit of setting it up. Everything is easy. First of all, you go to your universal render pipeline asset and you add this component, Volumetric Fog. You choose to use point and spotlights or not from here. If you don't want for your point lights, you just turn this off. And then we have the volume component that you put on your post-processing volume. It's called Volumetric Fog component, and this is how it looks. It has these settings. These are the default settings I've made for this demo. And now let's walk around a little bit and show you around. As you can see, the volumetrics are visible, the scatters are visible from the side, from front. We have sun god rays here, more like moon in this case. As you can see, it looks like this. We have these scatters here for these pillars. This is how it looks. Again, god rays, you can do like this. See around. And now a little bit of how to set it up. So here you have the global settings. These global settings are used for if you don't have the Volumetric Fog, it says here, if you don't have the Volumetric Fog per light setting override component on any light, these are the global settings that will be used for lights. In this case, in this scenario, let me bring this here. I've overridden some of the settings, so this is mostly the defaults, except here the roll-off. And for example, for those ceiling lights, I have overridden the settings. Wait, let's bring also this here. So you can see I have this selected, and this is how the per light override script looks. It basically has these light settings, but per light. So for this example, I made it a little bit more obvious, like I've exaggerated, let's say, a little bit with the volumetric, so they are visible. You have to know about, as you can see, when you are near one of these lights, you can totally see the scatters around and from the side, but you see the light doesn't brighten. This is the best feature of this asset. You usually normally when you use volumetric fog for URP, in order to get this effect, like with the scatters around and from the side, you have to brighten the light too much, and then it would be basically unusable. This asset tackles this by using this roll-off, as you can see here. For these specific lights, I've overridden the side scatters. As you can see, it can be none or as little as possible. Sorry, as possible. Like setting it to 0. For this, I use the max value. For beam reach, the same. You can let me go a bit in distance. For beam reach, as you can see, it can be over exaggerated, so the light points outside. And then this shaft roll off is what makes this unique. As you can see, normally to get scatters, you would have to brighten the light here, and you basically it would be unusable in a build because it's too bright. But you can use this shaft roll off and turn it down, something like this, So now the shafts are still visible, as you can see. And this light is not brightened that much, it's just a little. And you will be able to actually ship a game with this effect. For the demo, I made it, I forgot how it was, something like 1, I think. So something like this, it's visible from all sides. Looks pretty good and is not bright at all when you are close to it. So this is one of the key features of this asset. Makes the scatters visible without brightening the core of the light. However, for example, for these wannabe light projectors, um, we also have the option. Let me show you. We also have this option to increase the near light halo, like halo, as you can see here. Like if you want it, you do the shaft roll off and they are not that visible anymore. But for this light, I think it's legit to like not have much side scatter, like using like this, the beam not to reach very far. The roll off, let's keep it default. And we also add this near light halo, as you can see here. So it brightens near the core of the light. All right, and for these pillar lights, I used some, let's say, pleasant settings to not brighten them too much. As you can see, I don't have near light halo. The side scatter is not that deep. As you can see, we could do the side scatter deep and decrease this, just like we did to the building light. It would look something like this. You will see the scatters from all sides more obvious, but for here is not needed. So I set it something like this. Whoop, wait, sorry. Okay. Yeah, see, they are still pretty visible and the light doesn't brighten that much. For this, I use the intensity 0.3. As you can see, this is how it would look with one intensity, too unpleasant. I mean, not about pleasure, but more like they would blind you. So I use 0.3. We could do some near light halo for these lights if we wanted. Perhaps it would make sense. Something like this. The beam reach doesn't not needed here, so it will look like this. Not too bad like this neither. As you can see, the shafts. Now for these lights, I also think I showed the shafts, or I didn't. So here are the shafts here too. Here I showed for the God rays. Also for the sun, I didn't put a script on it, so it will take the global settings, which are these here. Sorry. All right, let's put the camera somewhere like here. Okay. It uses this setting, so it's basically the defaults, but maybe for the sun we could do like maximum side scatter so they are more visible, and decrease with the roll off, something like 1 here. And as you can see, now they are even more visible, the God rays. Also, if you walk in the trees, you see it facing or when not facing. And it looks like this, occluded by the building. I don't know if I mentioned, but this code is inspired by HDRP volumetric fog. It's Froxel based, very much inspired, and but adjusted for URP to actually work with the light units of URP. As you can see, it looks very similar. The end result, it's very similar to HDRP. You can test this volumetrics in HDRP. It look very similar. As you can see, you can go in any parts. Also, another thing to mention, the performance. This is highly performant volumetric solution. As you can see here, I have many lights and many calculations that are being done. I'll show you in a build in a second. So yeah, I think for the settings, this is enough for you to make an idea how to use it. Um, Now I think it's time to go in a build. Let me start the build real quick. So we can notice the frame rate. Okay, so this is it without the asset on, as you can see, like from, let's choose a spot from here. It's 211, 216 frames. If we turn it off, the frame rate isn't much changed, like a few frames. The FPS drops that you see, I profiled it. It's not from the asset. It's from URP making the shadow atlases, fitting the lights in the shadow atlas. And with it off, as you can see, it will still drop. Like when you walk around, it will still do some dropping. And with it on, as you can see, frame rate didn't change much. Like for the amount of calculations that are done here and how the scene has totally changed, the performance is pretty good, like great. Okay, with it off, 237, 238 frames, turn it on, 2026, 2011, 2038 again, 2010, 20. So it's very similar, but totally worth it. Like it's like I said, it's HDRP Froxel based volumetrics, but with much more performant than in HDRP. As you can see, the frame rate is pretty good. With it off, now I turn it on again. 185. You can test this. The build is in the description. You can test this for yourself on your PC to see if the frame drops more than for me, but probably not. So this is how it looks in the build. As you go around, you see the God rays when looking at the light. You can see them like from here too. The scene has changed completely. Forgot to mention earlier, we have the settings for noise texture. As you can see, we have like noise around here. The default settings use this noise texture. We have a little bit of wind, so they move. Here in the brightest spots are most visible. So you can see all the volumetrics use this. See here too, we have this wind. You can adjust it. Let me go back to Unity a little bit. So you can adjust the noise texture from here. I've included a few 3D textures for noise. You can adjust the strength here, as you can see. If you want it more or less, I'd use the default settings. That's the best. The wind speed the same, something like 3 or 2, doesn't matter. I think I covered everything for now. Then, hope you like the asset. If you buy it and you like it, don't forget to leave a review. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, have a great day.